All week, Dr. Hilary has been in the Costa Brava administering advice to the needy and to keep us all healthy on our holidays. You do have a...
I'm going to hopefully listen to this advice because it might come in handy. Where you're going will be sunny. Here's Jenny Power with the details. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. I suspect we're not going to get anything like that sunshine today.
The next... Excuse me. Start again, shall we? In the next half hour, the moment...
The temptation to do something rude, some kind of gesture.
It's silly. Anyway. I'd much rather be caught in the background on television than actually...
Don't you start doing your gestures, Richard. They're too rude. Now, let's get a summary of the news from Helen. Coming up after the break, after 8 o'clock, I should say. What am I talking about? More on those plans that we just heard about in the news to speed up the adoption process.
Now let's find out what's happening where you are this morning.
Nice to see you now. It was a day of all-out police action yesterday with raids on addresses across London in connection with a possible terror plot.
Are reflecting this morning, Parker and...
On a coach, you're off to see a concert. We can see who from your T-shirt. Serious, what did you sort of first see?
It's really when we saw the armed police, because
We got some stills as well of, I guess, you guys at some stage being led... Now you know the story, and you look back at what happened. OK, nearly 20 to 8, still to come here on Daybreak, the remarkable story of...
The headlines now this morning, further flood...
Front pages, then?
Yes, absolutely. Daily Mail has got that story that we've been covering this morning.
Inside the papers, this has caught our attention this morning. I'll tell you what, we'll set it up for you. It's the hand gesture that infuriates us most of all. So the Mail have listed a number of hand gestures. Perhaps if I read them out quickly and you do them. You're right, the speech marks.
Assistant.
Yeah. Extending palm outwards to mean talk to the hand. Tapping nose for none of your business. Touching fingers to thumb to mean blah, blah, blah.
What? Oh.
Oh, that's it. I know, it's difficult to...
You think I recognise that, because I get that a lot. OK.
So let us know at home if you guys have got some hand gestures that really get you going this morning, and we'll read some of those a little bit later on.
It's now 7:45, and tomorrow is the 7th anniversary of the July 7th bombings on the London transport system.
It was a day that shocked the country into silence after the jubilation of winning the bid to host the 2012 Olympics. And Martine is back in the gym training. We say it all too often about how people like Martine inspirational, but she is one of the most remarkable women I've ever had the pleasure to meet. Fantastic. I really hope it goes well for everybody competing at the Paralympics. OK, after 8 o'clock, we've got everything crossed for Andy.
And after the break, Richard Arnold returns to cause a right racket in the studio.
Yes, I agree, Richard. She looks sensational this morning.
The word mutton was used,
no,
but never mind, never mind.
It's not everyone who can carry off a strung-up piece of ham, look, but it looks great.
OK.
We've had a... And let us know, we'll let you know what happens.
I think Richard's return to Breakfast TV, short-lived. Philbert, the man from Monday for us, perhaps.
Absolutely.
Weather, here's Lucy.
Good morning to you, it's 8 o'clock.
Welcome to Daybreak on Friday, the 6th of July.
Torrential.
Also on the show, adopting a new approach.
All week, Dr. Hilary's been in Spain with his summer holiday health check, tackling everything from sunburn to insect bites. Today's our last appointment with the good doctor, so what are you up? Thank you, Amanda. Something to look forward to there. Let's get the news now. Here's Helen.
Thank you, Helen.
Indeed. Well, it is a sad fact of life that some people who have children can't look after them. And while the reasons vary hugely, it is reassuring to know that there are prospective families waiting in the wings to pick up the pieces and give children in need a loving home.
But for very young babies, the process of adoption can take years, something experts say seriously damages their development. New rules to speed up the process are being announced by the Prime Minister today. And Jonathan is...
Because the people conducting this process, they don't want it, because we've seen terrible cases of families in children. Dr. Hilary's been on the Costa Brava this week, giving holidaymakers, those planning our trips, lots of tips.
Yeah, he's covered insect bites, heat rash, sunburn and moles. What's on the...
For it. Yes. Still to come on Daybreak this morning. It's a massive day for Mr Murray down at Wimbledon, isn't it, Nick?
Certainly will. And after 8:30, Amanda Holden talks to Andrew...
Thank you, Lucy.
You can hear the rain, couldn't you, on the brolly? So there's a story in the Mail this morning saying the hand gesture that infuriates us most of all. And they've listed a few. For instance, one that gets their readers going is speech marks. Yeah. Or extending palm outwards to mean talk to the hand. Got the idea? Yeah, so we've asked you guys at home some of the hand gestures that...
mute, you'll be relieved to know,
you don't like.
Item.
Sheetal, good morning, on email. The most irritating gesture is when you wag your index finger from side to side, meaning no. Jill in Wigan, morning. Fingers on lips to say, be quiet. That drives Jill mad. I hate it when a hand is used in a chopping movement at me. It feels like I'm being told off or shouted at. That comes in from Teresa Cruz this morning. Boy, you're making a lot of our viewers angry, I think, this morning. Putting your fingers in L shapes at the side of your head to say lol. That drives Lauren crazy. Morning, Lauren. How many more have you got of these? Oh, any hand gesture, this is from Ali, any hand gesture accompanied by the wobble head movement really winds me up.
I can't stand it! Let me speak, for the love of God!
Yeah, I can imagine how that would wind you up. Oh, Garraway, mute for 35 seconds. Thanks very much for getting involved. Now, Andy Murray, I've noticed, he's been winning quite a lot recently, and when he has been winning at Wimbledon, he's been doing that, so that's been his kind of hand gesture.
Ooh, is that a thank you God thing or something?
I think it's something to do with him hitting the heights with his trainer. No one's really quite sure. Okay. I don't know. I haven't got the inside track on that, sadly.
Hopes he's going to be doing that, though, today.
Yes, because he's got a semi-final, massive semi-final down at Wimbledon, hoping that this year could be his year. One final hurdle before he gets to the final. He's got to play Joe Wilfried Tsonga, a man, though, he's beaten on many occasions, hasn't he?
It'd be lovely if it all worked out that way.
First things first, let's get the win, shall we, Andy? Good luck to him today, of course. What's the weather going to be doing, though?
That's about it from us for this week. We're going to be looking at all your parenting dilemmas next week and what you can do about them, so keep those coming in, please. I'm looking forward to carrying the torch on Monday. Won't be here, but I'll be in Oxford carrying the torch on Monday evening. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see it on Tuesday. Now, here's the beautiful Amanda Holden, who's standing in for Lorraine.